Hello hookers, crafters, and laymen. This is a border stitch tutorial that I use in my Mosaic Crochet designs. I want to preface this by saying there are a few different ways to make the border stitch. Some include an extra single crochet or slip stitch or something. I'm going to show you what works for me, and I've never had a problem with it. Let's get to it. This is a sample swatch for my ocean mosaic blanket. You can see on the side, these are all of the border stitches. You can see how evenly and neatly they are stacked. When you do border stitches, it should create little V's up the side of your work. And if I flip my work over, the back side also has V's. Here I have a mini sample of a foundation single crochet. When you do a foundation single crochet, there are actually no legs that you can work your border stitch into. If you know something I don't know, or you know a better way to do a border stitch for the first row, please let me know in the comments. So for this first, I'm going to call it a border stitch. We're going to be working under both of those loops, just like a regular stitch. I put a slip knot on my hook, and now I'm just going to be working a regular single crochet into that first stitch, making sure I'm picking up both the front loop and the back loop. Now you can do your mosaic crochet pattern all the way across until you get to the very last stitch, which is where we will be working the ending border stitch. Here I have one more stitch, again because this is a foundation single crochet, there's no legs to work the actual border stitch into, so I'm just going to pick up both the front and the back loop and work a regular single crochet into this stitch. Now you can cut off, or you can chain one and then cut it. Now we can officially do a border stitch because we are working into the legs of this stitch here, which I believe is also called the post of a stitch. This is probably the third row in your mosaic crochet pattern, but it'll be the first official row that you can work a border stitch. First, put a slip knot on your hook. I'm going to show you with my needle first because it's easier to see. You're going to shove your hook in between those two legs, angling towards your work. So you're in between your legs, and when you flip it over, the back of those legs should both be on the back side of the hook, just like that. Sometimes when you do your border stitch, you might not catch both of those, so when I flip it over now, I see I'm between the legs on the back too, but I want both of them to be on the back side of the hook to create that V on the back of my work. So you just have to move your hook around until you get them there. Let me show you with the actual hook now. Insert my hook in between the legs, angling towards my work, flip it over, double check. Yep, I have both those back legs also on the back side of my hook. Now I can yarn over and pull through to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. There I can see I have a V on the front and I have a V on the back. Now you can continue with your mosaic pattern across the way. I have one more stitch, which I will be working the ending border stitch into. Again, I'm going to show you with a needle, just so it's easier to see where the hook is supposed to be going. You're going to take your hook, you're going to push it in between the two legs, angling it on the back side towards your work. So when you flip it over, you should have two legs on your hook. You can see I only have one right now, so I need to wiggle it around until I have two. And I'm still in between the legs in the front. I find this stitch to actually be the hardest, so what I usually do is push it in between on the front, and then when I flip it over, now I just use my fingers to work my way through both of those back loops. So now I have both on the back, and I'm still, it's so hard to see, in between on the front. Now I can yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through both. I'm going to chain one and then cut. Sometimes giving the ends a tug will even out those V's. Now we can see those border stitches are starting to stack up nicely. Let me show you again. Make a slip knot, put it on your hook. Here's the last border stitch. Looks like the shape of a V. I'm going to be sticking my hook in between those two legs and angling it back towards my work. Now when I flip it over, I can see I have 2 legs on there. I'm just going to show you again how to work your hook if you don't put both legs on there. It's kind of hard for me to do now. I'm in between the legs on the front, and I'm also in between them on the back. So I just need to take my hook, use your fingernail to kind of guide it around there. So now I have both legs on the back side of my hook, and I'm in between them on the front. You're basically doing a regular single crochet now. Yarning over, pulling through, yarning over, pulling through both. Continue with your mosaic crochet pattern across. I have 1 more stitch left to put my border stitch into. Push my hook in between the 2 legs. It's easiest if you angle it towards your work. It's really hard as a right-handed crocheter, so I usually just put it in between the 2 legs, and then I flip my work over. And now I can finagle my hook to get behind those legs. Just like that. Both of them are on the back, and I'm still in between on the front. Now yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to chain 1 and cut. I'm going to show you one more time just in case you need to see it again. Make a slip knot, put it on your hook. Put your hook in between the 2 legs, angling towards your work. Double check the back, make sure you also have the 2 legs on the back side of your hook. Then you can yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's my beginning border stitch. Continue with your mosaic crochet pattern across. I'm at the end of my row. I have 1 more stitch left to put my border stitch into. Take your hook, put it between the legs, angle it towards your work would be the easiest thing. Flip it over. See if you have both back legs on there. I'm between the legs, so now I need to work my hook to get through that second back leg. So now I have 2 back legs on my hook and on the front, and I'm still between the legs on the front. Make sure those ends are tucked under. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. I'm going to chain 1 and cut. Sometimes giving the row under it a little tug will make the V show up nicely. Now I can see all my V's are stacking on the front, and they're stacking nicely on the back as well. That's how to do a beginning border stitch and an ending border stitch. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comments.
Border stitches help to keep the edges super straight. They secure the ends, and they put a V shape on the front and the back of your work, which can be really useful when making the border, especially the envelope border. I do think it's the hardest stitch in mosaic crochet. It can take a while to get used to, so don't get discouraged if yours are turning out a little bit wonky or aren't perfectly stacked. Keep trying, keep practicing, and you'll master it. So that's the border stitch that I use in mosaic crochet. Hope that was helpful. Thanks so much. Later, hookers.
La la la.